Welcome back, my dear students. So in this lecture, we are going to be playing around with the activation model, configuring some methods, configuring some fillables, and creating some helper methods, and so on and so on. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's have some fun. So here on the activation code model, what we're going to be doing is super simple. First of all, we need to have some fillables. Okay. Well, we're just going to need just one here, and this is just for the code, okay, in the activations table. We are also going to need a public function, a relationship here for this model. We're going to have to give them a user. So each code is going to, each activation code is going to have a user. All right. It's going to belong to a user. So we can say app user. Okay. And you know what? As a matter of fact, let's make this a little bit more dynamic so you guys learn this, just in case you don't know how to do this. Okay. So as you can see here, we're just using a static function to pull that class. We just, not a static function, but statically we're pulling that class. And this is good because it just makes everything more dynamic, right? We're not specifying where that that model is. Right now we are specifying it here. Okay, like this. So if that was somewhere else, we will specify here, but like this, right? But let's just do it. There we go. Cool. What else we need here? Well, we're going to be doing route model binding. And for some of you that don't know about route model binding, don't worry about it. I'm going to explain it in maybe 1 or 2 minutes. But before we do that, because I'm going to take 1 or 2 minutes explaining that to some of you that don't know, let's do the user model here. Okay. So we start with the fillables. We're going to need to edit the active column there on that users table, and we're going to need a relationship. Let's do this, and let's just call this user activation code. So we can pull this code from here, and we can just say return this, and each user, let's just give him one, right? Because each user is just going to have one code. Let's do this statically as well. Okay, simple as that. What else we need in this model? Well, I want to create like a little helper function just to detect if the user is active, right? And right now, the way we're doing that is if you go to the users table, you can see that we have an active column here, and we set that to default. So this is what's going to let us know if the user is active, but we need some type of hook into that. So best way to do this is to create this helper function. It's just cleaner. You can do it other ways, but let's just call this user is activated. All right, and we can just say if this is active, let's just return true here. Okay, and we can just return false. Simple as that. All right, so let's get to the route binding stuff. All right,